me here because I don't go big Cubana na ekwueri ọnụ na-asị eri agba na ya ga-etinye party na Monday sit at home. Obi Cubana need to be warned. Ọ bụ na ya akpafu ha afọ ya na nke ikpeazụ ọ bụ na ya akpafu ha afọ ya ọ gaghakwa iru omume. Onye ọbụla ma ya nọ shi akwa distant mgbe ya ihe abụrụkwa last warning maka ihe niile ha sọpọtụrụ Hope Uzodimma wee gbusisie ụmụ Biafra kee ma phone were track how many people wee gbusisie our boys, our men. Obi Cubana should be warned or serve breakfast asap. Onye n'ihe na-ekwu ya deelu m ihe abịakwa m ebe igwu egwu ihe m bịara ebe a bụ ka nchie warning. Ada Biafra from Chicago na-agwa ya now ya gbara ji ka ikpe ha. Nke ikpeazụ ahụrụ m ihe o posturu wee na-ene ya anya nsị na mma agwa ụnụ onye ọbụla chie warning before m weta ihe anyị ga-eme tata ịnụ onu m tụsaa ya ebe ọbụla ị nụrụ onu m tụsaa ya ndewonu because abịa m ọ na-ahụrụ ihe o kwuru na ọ ga-etinye pati na mbọsịrị ya bụ Monde ka ha wee kwụsịrị ya sit at home. Ịma na anyị need ha ime ya advertise mana ka ụnụ hụ ihe Obi Cubana kwuru ka m ji wee sị ka m weta ya na screen ka ụnụ wee hụ na ya ga-etinye pati ka ya wee kwụsị ihe anyị na-eme ka ụmụ akwụkwọ ya jee skuulu mana ọ naghị ekwu okwu ndị niile ndị Fulani na-egbu na schools ha na kidnap ndị mmadụ. They will never say anything about it. Ị hụrụ ya? Ị na-ahụ ya? So onye nụ ihe na-ekwu ya chie serious warning. Anyị abịaghị ebe igwu egwu. M ga-eti ya mmọnwụ gbakwa na ya agwa ndewo na ị na-ajọ n'ime na-edelu m koodu anyị 5 code anyị ma na ndị Twitter ebidogo ọ bụ maka Obi Cubana ka nji maka ya bịa ọ just ka m nwere opportunity ya wee bịa na anyị hụrụ ihe ọ dị ọ bụrụ na anyị echighị warning ọ ya ha ghọta na ihe anyị na mmadụ anwụgo ndị mmadụ anwụgo anyị adịkwa asị ndo na nke ikpeazụ anyị adịghị asị ndo so onye n'onu m ya deelu m koodu anyị nwere koodu.
That is why they are in trouble. And that is why they can never ever come out of it. They are all suffering from what I would an advanced version of the Stockholm Syndrome. Can you imagine that these people came into their land and took it over and they cannot do anything about it? Hausa is gone. It took Fulani very many years before they came out of their shell to say we are Fulani. Remember before, many years ago, they said we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Because that time, their subjugation of the Hausa race hasn't been completed. Now they have completed it. Have they not completed it? Then what is happening right now? I ask you what is happening now. Fulani have now come out to tell you we are Fulani people. Is that not what they are saying now? Yes. They are forcibly occupying their land and telling them that they cannot do anything about it. A whole presidency in a country openly and brazenly supporting terrorists. All of you watching and listening all over the world, you know that Miyet Allah is a terrorist organization. You know that. They have killed. They have said that Benue State is theirs for the taking as a spoil of war. All of you are aware of it. You know what they are doing. Anywhere you have Fulani headsmen, terrorists for that matter, they tell you, oh, they are pastoralists. They are allowed to do their businesses in the forest. All of you are aware of it. But you kept quiet, hoping that somehow Tinubu will emerge as the president, or an Igbo man will come as the president, and your family will start enjoying. But in the meantime, you have no more farmlands, you have no more forests, you have nowhere you can call your own home. The same stupidity exhibited by Hausa peasants that enabled Fulani to take Sokoto from them, that enabled Fulani to take Katsina from them, that enabled Fulani to take even Kanu from them. Every Hausa land is occupied either by a Fulani emir or a Fulani governor. Some of you don't want to reason, you don't ever learn that the main aim of Fulani is to conquer your land and enslave you. Look at Hausa people today. As I wrote yesterday, they are worse than a discarded tissue paper. They are worth nothing. Only their language is what is relevant in their lives. Everything else is lost. All of you are repeating the exact same mistakes that the Hausas made. That is why they are in trouble. And that is why they can never ever come out of it. They are all suffering from what I would an advanced version of the Stockholm Syndrome. Can you imagine that these people came into their land and took it over and they cannot do anything about it? Hausa is gone. It took Fulani very many years before they came out of their shell to say we are Fulani. Remember before, many years ago, they told you we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Because that time, their subjugation of the Hausa race hasn't been completed. Now they have completed it. Have they not completed it? Then what is happening right now? I ask you what is happening now. Fulani have now come out to tell you we are Fulani people. Is that not what they are saying now? Yes. They are.
How can a Nigerian be an IDP in Nigeria? How? Nobody is asking why these people cannot go back to their villages in Nigeria. Rather, you are budgeting money to take care of them outside. Nigerians are seeking asylum. Yeah, Nigerians seeking asylum in Nigeria. People have pursued them out of their places, and you have designated a place for them to stay. What is preventing? Yes, what is preventing you taking them back to their home? Fighting the people there, driving them away, and relocate them. They will settle for their life. They will not worry. You will not make budget again for it, and they will start their life. But they will not do it. They are doing business. Now that somebody wants to stop them, they are trying to carry all of us along to fight against them. We are not fighting against America. We want America to come in. How can a Nigerian be an IDP in Nigeria? How? Nobody is asking why these people cannot go back to their villages in Nigeria. Rather, you are budgeting money to take care of them outside. Nigerians are seeking asylum. Yeah, Nigerians seeking asylum in Nigeria. People have pursued them out of their places, and you have designated a place for them to stay. What is preventing? Yes, what is preventing you taking them back to their home? Fighting the people there, driving them away, and relocate them. They will settle for their life. They will not worry. You will not make budget again for it, and they will start their life. But they will not do it. They are doing business. Now that somebody wants to stop them, they are trying to carry all of us along to fight against them. We are not fighting against America. We want America to come in. How can
order, no order from DSS dungeon? The reason for us not taking order anymore from the DSS dungeon is to... Same way you listen to that message from the beginning. We are not taking orders from DSS dungeon, from Nigerian prison. We are not taking order from Finland prison. The reason for that is to protect those our leaders. To protect NNAMDI KANU from prison, to protect Mazi from prison. So any order that is coming out from prison now, from Finland and from Nigeria, from these leaders, we are not taking that order because it is for their own good. They can't be in prison and be leading people that are here and be giving orders. Because if we use what they are saying to do anything, it will implicate them and they will not come out again forever. They will be dead and gone inside prison because everything we will use their name to do will implicate them. So we are not taking orders from them in prison. God, our leader. We want our leader to be safe. We want to exonerate our leader from anything that Biafrans will be doing for his own best interest. shall be doing going forward in 2025, 2026, 2027, until Biafra comes. As far as our leaders are in prison, we will not tag their name. We will not put that they are the one giving the order, or they said this, or they directed this. It is for their own good. It is to keep them away, because if we put their names, it will be used against them. So for all of you that are using our leader's name, Simon Ekpa name, NNAMDI Kanu name, and then you say he is giving order, he's telling you to come and do this, telling you to come and do this. This is from it. And all of you that are trying to follow that a message that Emma and the rest of them are sending to you, you are digging the graves of our leaders that are in prison. Stop it, because you're going to implicate them the more. Somebody cannot be in prison and be the one giving you orders here.
Any actions that Biafra people will be taking in Biafra land, you don't attach NNAMDI Kanu to it.
Any action that Biafrans will be taking, BRGIO, Biafra Defense Forces, or Biafrans in the homeland, or any Biafran taking for Biafran quest, don't attach Simon Ekpa name to it, or NNAMDI Kanu. Don't tag their name to implicate them.
Any action that Biafrans will be taking in Biafra land for the freedom of Biafra, the freedom of NNAMDI Kanu, and freedom of all prisoners of conscience, you don't bring NNAMDI Kanu to it.
we have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious, our trumpets pealing, the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail the throne. All hail your throne. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for freedom. All hail our heroes, our precious heroes. Oh, day and night, save them always. All hail your throne. Now star shines everywhere. We pray humanity. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from danger. Unleashed by your anointment, your bright love shining forever. A minute silence to honor our fallen heroes and heroines. The time starts now. We honor our heroes past and present. We will continue to honor them until Biafra is restored and beyond. Ise, Ise, Ise.
Let us pray. For God in heaven, Almighty Creator, the ancients of the ancients, the maker of the heavens and the earth, He created everything that the mind of a living soul can imagine, but none created thee. That is why we say you are immortal, you are invisible, you are omnipotent. This very God that every generation who has ever had the grace of knowing thee have always testified to your goodness. That is the same God that we kneel and bow before. This God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help, even in this time of Janjaweed trouble, even in this time of Fulani rage and terrorism. Therefore, we shall fear no evil. This IPOB shall fear no evil. Even if the whole world is against us, even if Britain intensifies their effort to cross this very light of hope in sub-Saharan Africa,
Even though they shake the mountains, even though the seas may rise, even though they may give all the weapons and ammunition to the zoological republic, no matter what they do, no matter how they ferment their rage, it doesn't matter to us. For God, is in the land of Biafra. We shall never ever be moved. This God of the ancients will help us now and forevermore. For Biafra shall come, and this Lord of hosts is with us. The same God of Jacob, this same God of Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, this God that never abandons his people, this same God is our refuge. And we proclaim it unashamedly that this God that we kneel and bow before, we shall worship thee, for Biafra is your promise. Your word is yea and amen. Instead of your word not to come to pass, heaven and earth will cease to exist. Upon this very hope we anchor all our belief that Biafra shall come in our time, and we pray that it come this very year, that your glory may be made manifest in the lives of men, that we may kneel and bow before thee. Nyahan soro tutola nsoporo na ijama na ibisi ala Chineke na jekwumi ihe niile ka otuto niile wee dịrị eze dị nsọ ugwu amawo mgbe niile ebighị ebi. Ise 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 na mmadụ dị Chineke.
Ndewo, Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. I welcome each and every one of you to Biggie Space. Thank you so much for coming. Please do me one favor to share the space. You know, my account has been seriously attacked, so most people don't even know that space is going on. At times, if others are hosting space, I will not hear what they are saying. So please help me to share this space so that others will get the notification and join. Thank you so much. Yeah, and day one, my people. Today is the 8th day of January 2026. From my location is 6:27 p.m. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really want to thank our leaders in detention, our Onyendu, and our PM. And as usual, we'll continue to pray that God will have mercy and them speak for them where they cannot speak and intervene for them to be released so that they will come and complete what they started. I thank our APM. We salute you, sir, wherever you are. May God continue to give you wisdom and understanding in all your endeavors for us to have our freedom. I thank our information minister, our Kokondem, the wise one, wherever you are. May God continue to strengthen you. And our BDF, the shield and the protector of Biafrans. We have gathered here once again to tell them thank you. We cannot thank them enough. We cannot thank them enough. They have risked their lives. They have risked everything. But they've not given up until Biafra is restored. We thank them so much. Yeah. And I want to thank each and every one of us gathered here and those who will listen to us or join later. We appreciate God's grace upon us. And we pray that God should continue to keep us unified in this struggle until Biafra is restored and beyond, because we have a lot to do. Yeah. So today is another day, and please kindly share the space as you are joining so that others will get the notification and meet us here. We need everybody to be here so that we rub our minds together, because this is not the fight for one person, we have to do it together. That is what we have signed to do, and nothing can change that. So thank you so much. Don't mind my voice. In every way, the weather is changing. So it may be a little bit low or dry, but please bear with me. Yeah, I've just checked. Most of us have not shared the space. If you don't share, others will not see it. My account has been attacked, so most people have not seen it. So please, as I said before, share the space so that others will come in from your end. Yeah, so today we have a topic here, and to be honest, I don't know how this space will run, but we leave it to the Holy Spirit to guide us because we have a lot to talk about. Yeah, so the topic says Nigeria is the Venezuela of Africa, but without headlines. What I've noticed with this sharing of space, most people reshare the space back to me. I think there is a mix up there. So let's quickly have a recap on how to share space, because I see a lot of notification in my own inbox when I'm hosting space instead of you to share it to the general feed. So please, let's do this little reinforcement one more time. Now, if you look down your phone, you will see, for me now, my mic is showing a purple color, but for you, it will show red with a cross line showing that you are muted. So after that, you'll find two heads. Now, I think this head belongs to Imam Madabu and Choma Okama. Those are the two people there. You've seen their heads and their shoulder. Then the next one you will see will be something like a heart with a little cross attached to it. And then the next one you see will be a shared sign, something like V, but turned in opposite direction, if I'm not mistaken, the way I'm describing it. So I don't know if you are following what I'm doing. Once you click that, you will see the first thing, share via post. Just click that share via post. I'm doing it right now. And then you see draft up there, you see post. Click post, and then you've shared the space. Sometimes if you click that, it may give you another command word here and said share with a post. Just click it, it will go. And then you click the post again. As simple as ABC. Okay? If you are having doubts, don't be shy to learn. We learn every day. Just notify me, I will explain again. Okay? Thank you so much. Yeah, so we are here again, my people. And please, if you'll be free, just a backup. Even if you don't want to talk, it's okay by me. You can support me to be a co-host. Even if you don't want to talk, as I said, it's fine. But just to have a balance in the space so that internet will not kick me out. All right. So, my people, we say Nigeria operates exactly like Venezuela. There is no difference. A drug cartel government that steals oil and kills its citizens. And then Nigeria gets protected by Western power. So that is the topic. But inside that topic, we have so many things to talk about because there is a lot of web connecting everything together. So I will try my possible best. And then, as usual, one person cannot know it or do it all. Please be prepared. As this space will be today, this is how our discussion will be. We will compare Venezuela to Nigeria. I will read what is happening in Venezuela, and then you have to say the similarity of it in Nigeria. Okay. So you have to tell us the similarity in Nigeria with an example. Please do not repeat, because we have a lot of examples. Do not repeat the example that has been shared already. We have a lot. So that is how it will be, like a discussion forum. I will mention what is happening in Venezuela, like killing of their citizens. So what you have to say, you have to tell us an incident in Nigeria if truly Nigeria operates that same way, and you back it up with examples. And then we have to manage time because so many people would love to say something. There are so many similarities between Venezuela and Nigeria. So that is how we will manage today's space. Okay, I hope everyone is clear on how it will be. If you are just joining the space, we have a rule in the space. Kindly share the space before you request for mic. I'm very good in scavenging. If I don't see you share the space, I'll not give you mic. That is how I run my space, because somebody shared the space and you joined. So please, kindly share the space. And as our rules stand, do not interject anyone. Everybody's answer or submission is very important. Everyone. So do not underestimate anyone. Do not devalue anyone, anybody's submission. Stick to yours, please, because we have different ways of looking at things and different ways of reasoning and all that. So please, don't undermine anybody's submission. Let us give everybody respect. Here, we treat everyone equally. We are Biafrans. So please, let's stick to that. If you have anything to say, jot it down. When you pick your mic, you can say your own view. All right, so welcome once again. So when we say Nigeria is Africa, Venezuela, we are not just talking about similarity. So I'll try my best to show you the physical connection that they have, the actual route that connects Venezuelan cocaine to Nigerian port. Yes, Nigeria is the hub of the distribution in West Africa. So we'll look into that. And it is called Highway 10. So we'll look into that later. And it is the reason why both countries operate as a narco state. Nigeria and Venezuela, they operate as a narco state. So it is something, what I'm saying here right now, and I will be saying, is what is documented by United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. It is also documented by Interpol, also documented by US Drug Enforcement Administration, and police forces across Europe, Africa, and America. So every fact I'm about to say is verified. Here we don't carry babes. We tell you how it is, and it is verifiable. So, and then we are also going to, show you why the African Union and ECOWAS defended Venezuela and how it has exposed their complicity, because Nigeria operates the exact same system as Venezuela, and that is why they are defending Maduro. So they are afraid that they will be the next. So we are going to also talk about how African Union partnered with Nigeria through immigration pact that helped Nigeria to kill Biafrans. You see, we have a lot, but let's see if time will permit. So if Venezuela is labeled as a failed oil state, what exact features does Nigeria lack that Venezuela has? You see, if two presidents have both drug cases, both kill their people, their citizens, both run oil extraction states, why does one get captured and the other gets protected? We have to find out. So before we go there, I will before I pass the mic to my co-host, thank you so much, Nsi, for accepting this responsibility. I just want to run through the breakthrough that we had between 7 and 8 of this year, this beautiful year that the Lord has made. How Trump administration have withdrawn from 66 international organizations. Why this is the breakthrough Biafra has been waiting for. Because we may just see it as, oh, it is a US affair. No, we are the beneficiary of this withdrawal. It favors us. But we are not going to, lie down on our bed, cover ourselves with blanket and say, oh, America will come and fight this fight for us free of charge. Oh, since they have withdrawn, from these 66 international organizations, let us go and sleep, let us go and relax. It doesn't work like that. We have a role to play. So we have a breakthrough, and we've been waiting for this breakthrough. We saw what happened on January 7. President Trump signed a presidential memorandum directing the United States to withdraw from 66 international organizations. So this is the most important development for Biafra freedom in 65 years. I will try and break it down. And we are not going to go into all the lists of these organizations that they've withdrawn because they've not published all right now. They only published some. So we have I believe most of us have gone through the news already. 35 non-United Nations organizations and 31 United Nations entities. And President Trump stated the reason that these organizations operate contrary to United States national interest, to United States security, economic prosperity, or sovereignty. He made it very clear the reason why they are withdrawing. You could see that ever since President Trump took over power, sanity has returned to the world. And those that had skeletons in their cupboard are the ones coming out to run propaganda. I was going through the media space today. I saw a conversation with a Qatari previous prime minister saying that they've bought over the mainstream media and that most of them are on their payroll. Yes, this is the reason we'll always see CNN opposite side of it, Al Jazeera opposite side of it. What again? What is the other one's name? Um, um, Which one again? I've forgotten the bit. You know them very well. They are always on the opposite side. BBC. Thank you so much. BBC on the opposite side. So this man came out and said, that they are on their payroll. He did not hide it. They are on their payroll. You see? So we don't expect them to say anything about the sufferings of Biafrans, about the genocide of Biafrans. No, they will never speak in our favor. Instead, they will always be castigating because they don't want to lose their money. My people, this network, this cartel, this cabal is so interconnected that I don't know, it's only by divine intervention that it will be broken. Yeah. So the White House fact sheet says these withdrawals will earn American taxpayer funding and involvement in entities that advance globalist agenda over US priorities. I just want to use this introduction to wait for our people to join, then we will start the main thing, but they're all connected. So I'm just starting from the breakthrough that we have, then we will connect it and see how it goes. So it is all about US priorities. And if you see, our own policy aligns with them perfectly well. You see? So it really means a lot for Biafrans because Trump is removing the United States from the very organizations that have been blocking our breakthrough as well. The same organization that has been blocking our recognition and protecting Nigeria cartel government. So he has withdrawn because he cannot withstand seeing blood. He cannot withstand seeing all the American taxpayers funding involving in terrorism. He cannot withstand it. He cannot withstand the prayers and cries of Christians all over the world, even Muslims that have been killed as well. So the best thing to do is to withdraw because they were the major financier in all these organizations that they were members. So we now have to understand the problem that the UN protected Nigeria, not Biafrans. So whatever anybody can do, I personally, I want that organization to be disbanded because they are of no use. They carry out investigation. They instructed the Nigerian government to release Aonyendu, gave 6 months ultimatum, nothing happened. Which Trump said they are good in writing lengthy notes, lengthy articles, but they don't back up with action. They have never condemned the genocide happening in Nigeria. So UN and African Union, all of them, they're working together. ECOWAS, they're all one and the same people. You see? So They have done nothing regarding Biafra and Nigeria genocide. And they have record on Biafran genocide. They have all the record in this world. So they cannot pretend that they don't know the genocide that happened and is still ongoing right now as we speak. They are fully aware. These are the records that they have right now. The 150 peaceful Biafran protesters that they shot dead between 215 and 216, they are aware of it. They kept silent. And all that has been happening, there is no need to, go back to what they have in their record. But in a culminative way, they are fully aware of the genocide that is happening in Nigeria, but they don't want to say anything. They have been very, very silent. They are fully aware of the Niger Delta environment that has been devastated. There was even a time they accused oil companies of human rights violation. But nothing has happened. Nothing has changed because they just came out, make the statement, but backward, they are collecting money. You see? So, the United Nations actively protected Nigeria. That is what they have been doing. Please, if you are just joining the space, kindly share the space. All right. So, they were busy protecting Nigeria. UN classified Nigeria as strategic partner despite the massacre that is going on. They provided development funding. That is what is keeping Nigeria economy afloat despite corruption. UN coordinated the international response that prevented Biafra recognition. How many times did Onyendu visit them? They swept everything under the carpet. They didn't even want to listen to him. UN forced territorial integrity doctrine that meant forced unity, not freedom. They don't care what happened to us. I'm so glad that the United States of America has pulled out. So UN was not neutral. UN, was complicit, and they're still complicit till date. So if the UN won't hold Nigeria accountable, if the UN stays silent during this genocide, why would Biafra want to depend on UN for recognition? This goes to those that say, hey, wait, let UN come and organize referendum for us. There is nothing like referendum. We have done it. We have sealed it. We have the data. They will not do it. So those of you waiting on UN to come and intervene in what is happening in Nigeria, you will wait till the kingdom come. You see? So now President Trump just freed America. When I say free, freedom is sweet. And I believe that they took a fresh breath in what just happened. So he has freed America from the UN bodies that were protecting Nigeria. This is a breakthrough for us Biafrans. You see, the United Nations knew about our massacre for years. Amnesty International has published reports on this, but they all turned blind eyes. The UN received all of it, and they did nothing. So how did we know? How did the world know about the genocide? You see, this is why we cannot do anything and exclude our lobbyists. If not, we are not truthful to ourselves. Because if we want to know what actually brought the attention, what actually brought UA's attention to Biafran genocide, it was not UN. UN did nothing. It was not your celebrities. They did nothing. It was not mainstream media. They did nothing. It was the Biafra Republic government in exile and our lobbyists in Washington, D.C. Moran Global Strategies. They were the ones that did it. They were the ones that brought the attention of the United States. I said, come on, congresspersons. Our brother had a program on it, Veteran Dragon 2. So I will not go into naming all the senators' names. They started knocking on their doors and they gave them listening ears. So anybody now, if you are in this space or you listen to this space later on, anybody telling you that you should come back to their saboteur group, you are on your own. Do not go there. Those people that are calling you to come back, they don't have lobbyists. They don't have they don't have anything. The only thing they have is their fake academic titles. Anybody telling you that our prime minister said the same alias whom Ajere called so many names and abused is telling the same alias to come back and work with them. It sounds very stupid. Very, very stupid. The same man that he accused that the US is using him, will use him against Biafra freedom. He's not ashamed to come back and tell you that our PM said that man should not work with Briggy that he established. He should go back and work with committee that has been dismembered. Committee that has been dismembered. So I'm using this opportunity to tell all Biafrans listening and those that will listen later that the only government that we have is the Biafra Republic government in exile and de facto in the homeland. And the lobbies, Moran Global Strategies, they are still with Biafra Republic government in exile. You've seen, if you feel I'm lying, go back and watch our programs, our town hall meeting. You will see our Mazi areas there speaking to Biafrans. And that reminds me, if you know you need freedom, if you know you are following our Mazi alias, forget about what they told you. I believe by now all your eyes should have been open to see the truth, to feel the truth, to smell the truth. Ask those that you are following to show you one thing. I mean, one is too big. Should I say quarter of their achievements since we came back from Finland in 2024? They have nothing to show you. Instead, they've been extorting money from you. So why don't you come back and support Briggy? Let us get this thing once and for all. Let us get our freedom. So I'm using this opportunity. The flyers are out there. There will be a lobby committee town hall meeting on the 18th of February, 7 p.m. Biafra time. Do you want to miss that? Come to that town hall meeting. Our information minister has shared the flyer. I have also shared it. Come prepared. This is the reason you should come prepared to support our lobbying committee that will be hosting their town hall meeting on the 18th of February, 7 p.m. Biafra time through Zoom. They are the ones making things to happen. They work tirelessly in Washington, D.C. They met with congresspersons. They met with the senators, State Department officials, all of them, advocacy groups, all of them. They presented documentation, fact, evidence-based, fact-based, videos of massacre, all the report from Amnesty International, all the witness testimonies, everything. They gave it to them. They presented it. And they made the Nigeria-Venezuela comparison. They showed that Nigeria operates a drug and oil cartel state identical to Venezuela. And American officials listened to them, not because the UN told them to listen to our lobbyists, no, because UN has been silent, but because Biafran's advocates made a compelling evidence-based case. I said, this is it. Ask the other group, what did they present to congresspersons? Nothing. They were making mockery of themselves on social media, providing whistle versus AK-47, fake embassy, everything, fake ID, everything fake memo from Okama, all those things. They were all fake. So the only government that is recognized is the Biafra Republic government in exile. So the US became aware of the genocide through Biafra effort, not UN reports. US have seen that UN has nothing to offer. But they are contributing to the problems we have in the world today. So the United States is the only major power that has genuinely listened to Biafran's advocate. Not the UN, not African Union, not ECOWAS, not even the European Union, the United States. And now Trump is removing US from the UN bodies that were blocking American action on Biafra. That is why I said this is a breakthrough for us in 2026. But are we going to lie down and sleep and say, oh, let's leave our fight for US? No. We have to do what we are supposed to do, and that is funding and investment. We welcome all of you that have come back. But please, if you are back, we have a new website. You know why we have a new website? Let me tell you. Those people that you are following, they had the audacity to block our website. And we couldn't wait because there is no halt when we are at war. We had to open a new website. So don't go to the old website. If you go there, what the message you will get there that will show you that this is a wrong website is the what did they even put there? Ogenkere expunge. And is it sack? Abi suspend? That should scare you away, and you immediately know that you are at the wrong website. So our website is www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org. All in small letters. There is no space. Just click there. When you go there, you see things for yourself. It is properly arranged chronologically. You cannot miss your way. You click the diplomatic engagement, you will see this man I'm talking about, our APM, with all the Congress persons he met. Go to donation, click there, bagam. The same way you've been doing in the old website, but this new website carries anointing. The more you give, the more you receive. So you go and click there and donate. That's all we need from you. And then allow the US to do what they're supposed to do. But we have to do what we are supposed to do. You see? So as I said, I only have few organizations. There is no need, but there are some things we have to know because I'm going to make some connections for us to really know who would have blocked our recognition. So just few, I have 9 here, non-UN organization, and I have the other one, just 7, because they have not released all. So under non-UN organization, we have an International Solar Alliance, International Union for Conservation of Nature, a Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Remember this climate change that Fulani is using to kill Biafrans. International Energy Forum, International Renewable Energy, so many names, no need. WHO, they've already left, they've withdrawn since. And then the UN entities, remember that in all these committees, in all these entities in UN, that Nigeria has deposited their representatives. UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs, I'm interested in this UN International Law Commission, UN International Trade Center, UN Peace Building Commission, which peace? UN Energy, UN Population Fund, UN Water. You see? So, why am I saying all these things? I want to make a connection so that you know that America is our savior. Those of them that came and confused you, oh, let's go to Russia, let's go to Russia. Russia is already against you. So far as they're against America, they're already against you. They cannot help you. So this organization mattered for Nigeria seriously because these were the bodies that classified Nigeria as a developing partner, deserving aid despite corruption. You see, this is the same. These are the bodies that interpreted international law to mean forced unity, forcing us Biafrans to continue to unite and live as Nigerians, not self-determination. These are the bodies that coordinated international response that protected Nigeria from consequences. Go back and look at the topic. Nigeria is the Venezuela of Africa, but without headlines. Why are there no headlines when Nigeria is doing the same thing? We are coming to that. So these are the same bodies that provided economic support that kept Nigeria's cartel government functioning till date. They don't care about anything that happens to you. And now the United States is leaving them. It is a breakthrough for us. It is a breakthrough. A breakthrough in the sense that we are going to breathe fresh air because, you know, when you are in a place that you are not comfortable, you want to make decisions, but you are tight. They compel you. You say, oh, because it is under the umbrella of UN. So it's challenging at times. So I just put up some, like, 7 changing impact it has brought to Biafra, which will now motivate us to bring our agenda. We cannot let this opportunity. We've not started the space yet. I'm just giving an overview. So bear with me. My co-hosts have not even greeted the house. So just bear with me. I want to arrive at something while we wait for our listeners to join. So The first impact that came into my mind is that America is no longer trapped by UN consensus. Yes, because before this withdrawal, here is how the system worked against us Biafrans. The old system. Biafra approach, advocate will, approach US, for example. This is just the way I'm seeing it. But now there is a breakthrough. US official with evidence of genocide. And the US official will say, oh, I've seen your genocide. Oh, this is terrible. But we must walk through UN channels. You see? So issues will go to UN Human Rights Council, UN Peace Building Commission, and all that and all that. An African Union and ECOWAS representative in those bodies will say, this is an internal Nigerian matter, respect territorial integrity. And then the US consensus will do nothing. This is my understanding. I didn't just follow what I'm saying. Because now there is a breakthrough. So they will just tell UN, okay, do nothing. So US hands now, became tied by multilateral process. And Nigeria continued to massacre Biafrans. But now in this new system, freedom is sweet. US is no longer in those UN bodies anymore. They are no longer bound by this UN consensus. So US can make bilateral decision on Biafra based on what? American interest and values, which is their core context, their core aim. Remember that we have already submitted a document in alliance with them. Remember the document that our APM submitted. So now they will have time to go and look through it. America will say what and what is in the interest of America. Let's see. You see what is happening? But we shouldn't fold our hands. This is the time we have to bring our fund. So the Biafran lobbyists now, which is our allies in Washington, D.C., can present case easily and directly without any filter from UN. Express. So this is why Trump's withdrawal helps Biafra. America is free from UN bodies that protected Nigeria. So the US can now act based on what is right and not what UN says. Remember, Marco Rubio came at summit and said, we don't care. He said, I don't care what UN says. We have to do the right thing to protect American citizens, to protect our values, to protect American interests. That he doesn't care. They were already tired of this, all these bodies in UN. They were just waiting for it to be a New Year gift, a New Year breakthrough, a New Year, what did we say the other day? A New Year resolution. You see? The second impact I feel is that, Trump prefers bilateral deals. So Biafra can negotiate directly. When Trump says America first policy, it means he prefers bilateral relationship over multilateral organization. You see? So he has bypassed UN. And we have some examples of Trump bypassing UN, recognizing Jerusalem as Israel capital despite UN opposition. They fought against it, but he went ahead and did it. Recognizing Morocco's sovereignty over Western Sahara despite UN opposition. The last one he just did that captured this Venezuela president, Maduro. Despite UN members condemning the operation, he went ahead and did it because he knew after all they are leaving all these bodies. To hell with them. So it means a lot for Biafra because Trump doesn't care what the African Union will think about us when America will recognize us. That is if we are ready. Trump doesn't care what ECOWAS will say. Trump doesn't care about what UN consensus is going to say. He doesn't care. What Trump cares about is American interest. First of all, you ask, is it for the good of America? Does it protect American value? Do we have direct relationship with this nation, which is Biafra? Can we negotiate directly? Our APM say, what am I waiting for? We can negotiate. I'm here, sir. Do you understand me? So our lobbyists now can now present our case directly to Trump's administration. You see, our alias will say, Mr. President, you know what? You captured Maduro for running a drug and oil cartel state. Nigeria, Tinubu has 1993 drug case and operates the same system. Tinubu is killing Biafrans who are demanding their freedom. He will tell President Trump and say, recognizing Biafra's self-determination serves American interest. Trump will say, you mean him? He said, yes. You don't know? We are the owners of all the resources that Nigeria has been bragging since and claiming it is their own. It belongs to Biafra. All the resources in the Gulf of Guinea belongs to Biafra. That is why China is there. That is why Russia is there. That is why India is there. That is why UK is there. He will begin to name. So you have a stable democratic oil partner instead of a corrupt cartel state that works with China. So our lobbies now will be so moved. So you see in this case now, no UN filter, no African Union blocking anything. It's just direct negotiation. That is if we are ready as Biafrans to fund our freedom. So this is the opportunity Biafra has been building towards through Washington, D.C. lobbying. This is the same lobbies that they told you that he will not succeed. He has succeeded. He's just waiting for time. You see? The third impact I feel is that UN can no longer protect Nigeria with strategic partner that they label Nigeria. Because for decades, these UN bodies classified Nigeria as a strategic partner. Iran said the same thing. You see, even Venezuela, I'm going to tell you, because this man came to Nigeria. We will go there later. You know, we've not started the space yet. So that is what they call Nigeria, strategic partner. Because the UN Department of Economic, I'm relating all the bodies that US has pulled out from. UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs is one of the bodies they have pulled from. They were the ones that coordinated development aid for Nigeria. Tell me, how will they support the freedom of Biafra? It's not possible. UN Peace Building Commission, they did not classify our genocide. So therefore, there was nothing like intervention for us. How will they do that? They have Nigerian representative there. UN International Trade Center, which US has also pulled out, they were the ones that gave Nigeria that favorable trade term despite the governance failure. They say, go ahead, we are with you. Tell me, how will this body speak for you? So all these bodies, said Nigeria is an important partner to them. You see? So don't pressure them too hard on human rights. Leave Nigeria, let them continue to violate human rights. But now, the US has withdrawn from these bodies. America is no longer participating in this multilateral consensus that protects Nigeria. So Nigeria loses its UN shield completely. So the US can now evaluate Nigeria clearly. They will now give a tick. Okay, 1999 and 93. Okay, drug case, President Bakaram a tick. Oh, he pardoned drug traffickers. Bakaram, they'll give a tick. Oh, 80% of Africa cocaine enters through Nigeria. He will tick it. All these things, he will give a tick. You see, he will give it. Okay, these people, these are the thousands of Biafrans that they killed, millions that they killed during the Biafra. He will give a tick. Clearly, nothing will block it. So, without UN bodies coordinating protection, Nigeria stands exposed as what it really is. Africa, Venezuela. That's what Nigeria is. It has another impact. Remember, this is my belief. So you may have your own objection. Yeah, but this is what I believe that is happening right now as US has pulled out from these bodies. International law no longer block our recognition. Yes, it no longer block our recognition because UN International Law Commission was the body. Remember, they pulled out from it as well. It was the body that interpreted what international law means. And for decades, they interpreted it to block our freedom. They interpreted it to block our self-determination. If you go back and look at the way they interpreted it, they told you that self-determination applies to colonies. I'm quoting them directly. Under foreign rule, not to regions within existing states. That was their interpretation. So even though UN Charter Article 1, Paragraph 2 says that all people have the right to self-determination, International Law Commission said, not you, Biafrans, you don't have the right. I want you to understand why US is pulling out from these bodies and how important it is for us, Biafrans, while we are waiting for our listeners to join. So the US now has withdrawn from this UN International Law Commission. So America is no longer bound by UN interpretation that blocks our freedom. You see what is happening now? So the UN Charter says all people have right to self-determination. Biafra is a distinct people. Nigeria was, this is what America new interpretation to bring to UN now, that Biafra is a distinct people and Nigeria was an artificial British colonial creation in 1914. So allowing Biafrans to vote to leave, which we have voted, our lobbyists will now give them the result, evidence-based, with data. So America will say, oh, very good. I think it is better we recognize these people. So without US participation in UN International Law Commission, America can support our self-determination without violating international law. I don't know if I'm making sense. You see, it has another impact. Our Biafran lobbyists now work in Washington, D.C., now has a clear path forward. This is very, very critical to us Biafrans. That is, if we are ready to fund our freedom. Our lobbyists, they advocate in Washington, D.C. They have been making tremendous progress. We know it. That is the reason you have to come out and support their fundraising. Lobbying team, committee town hall on 18th of February 2026. You have to come and support. They have educated all the congressmen about the killings that is going on in Nigeria. And you know that before Trump's withdrawal from all these bodies, this official would say, oh, okay, this is compelling, but we must walk through UN and all that. But this time around, it will not. They can't say like that. Because they will tell you we are not bound by UN anymore. Let us evaluate this on merit. Do we have the merit? The answer is yes. So that is what the same official will say now. And put their hands on their chest and beat it and say, yes, we can do it. So we have that breakthrough. Years of lobbying work by Biafran advocates in Washington, D.C. can now convert into actual policy because the UN roadblock is removed from us. Are we going to sleep? We have to fund. Please, if you are just joining this space, do us the favor and then share it. We thank you so much. You see, another impact I feel it has is that this Trump arresting Maduro set a precedent for Nigeria. We saw what he did, how he arrested this drug lord. So Trump on the 7th of January withdrew from UN bodies that coordinated international responses. Let's just try and see how we can connect the dots now, because you see, Trump captured this man despite African Union, ECOWAS, Ghana, all of them, name it, UN members condemning the operation, and they call it colonial imperialism. Trump did not care what they thought. No, he acted based on American interest and value. And he sent a very strong message to them. He said, if you run a narco state that threatens American interests, we will act regardless of UN consensus. So it is a very perfect thing for us right now, because Tinubu has 1993 drug case with him. So if Maduro deserves capture, Tinubu deserves scrutiny. The same treatment they gave to Maduro, they have to give to Tinubu. So, and now that the US has withdrawn from these UN bodies, there is no multilateral process stopping Trump from applying the same standard to Nigeria, if he wants to. But I believe he will do it. We have alternative recognition pathway that this withdrawal has opened for us, like Israel. I want to give us a little historic precedent that shows why President Trump withdrawal will help Biafrans if we are ready as Biafrans. By funding our freedom. In 1948, Israel declared independence. I'm not going to go in depth. I'm just introducing. I want to connect something. Okay. An Arab state opposed it. UN debated endlessly about it, and then the Security Council, they were mad at it. They said, no, we don't want. But what happened? In that year, President Harry Truman recognized Israel 11 minutes after the declaration. 11 minutes, not even 24 hours, 11 minutes. Before UN could even vote, Truman bypassed UN entirely. He said no. What? Because Truman believed in what was right and he served American interests. So for Trump to follow that footstep, he's not committing any crime. So today Israel exists because America recognized it bilaterally, not because UN approved it. The same thing is applicable to Kosovo. In 2008, they declared independence from Serbia. Russia and China vetoed UN recognition. You see? So the United States and over 100 countries recognize Kosovo bilaterally. So today, this country is functioning as an independent state without UN Security Council approval. So it is a very strong lesson for us, Biafra. If you don't need UN approval to gain independence, you don't need it. You don't need it. Those of you that say, let's wait for UN, those are all the coconut brain, coconut head. Hey, we need UN. You don't need UN approval to gain independence. Learn how to study. Generational illiterate. And stop confusing Biafrans that are looking up to you. We have already conducted a referendum. Go back and read history. You will see that other people, other nations got independence without UN approval. What you need is clear referendum showing, popular support, which we have. Functioning governance structure, which we have. Biafra Republic government in exile. Ask Imam Madabu, show me your structure. Ask Ngozi, show me your structure. They don't have. But Biafra Republic government, we have it. Both in exile and in the homeland. What we need now is bilateral recognition from key countries, starting from United States of America. That's all we need. We don't need UN. So Trump's withdrawal from UN bodies make bilateral recognition a lot easier for us because the US is no longer participating in multilateral processes that block recognition. So his withdrawal from all these bodies make this possible. I don't know if you're still hearing me. Are you still hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. So UN has not done anything for us. Nothing. UN has been protecting Nigeria, ignoring Biafrans that are suffering. They've not done anything. You see, they've not done anything for us. So when Trump withdraws the US from UN bodies, Biafra should celebrate with their Ejema and not worry and not panicking. It is for our own good, but you have to celebrate with Ejema. You see, they were never our allies. Celebrate with your Ejema and your Eje. We have to intensify Washington, D.C. lobbying immediately. We have to. And how do we do that? We have to support with Eje and Ejema. They are doing incredible work in Washington, D.C. Now the window is open. The window is open. You see what is happening? So Biafrans, get ready. Get ready. We have done our referendum. We have done what we are supposed to do. It's left for us now. It's left for us now. The United States of America is the only major power that has genuinely listened to Biafran suffering. Not the United Nations that stayed silent during the genocide, not African Union, not ECOWAS. Don't let anyone confuse you. Only America. And it was the Biafran lobbies in Washington, D.C. that made them to listen to us. So now President Trump has done something historic. He withdrew United States from this 66 international organization. So what are you going to do? They would have blocked our recognition. You see, they would have blocked it. This is America freeing itself from United Nations, what is it called? Bodies in order to save us. Whether you believe it or not. Look at what has happened in the past 5 days. January 3rd, they captured Maduro. January 17th, they withdrew US from UN bodies. You see? So he is really sending a message. We will act based on American interests and values, not on US consensus. So if you run a cartel state, we will hold you responsible. So for us Biafrans, no more UN blocking American recognition. No. No more we must walk through multilateral channel. It can never happen again. US has pulled out, others will follow. So our lobbies now can work more efficiently in DC. They can convert, to convert messages in pure term with more evidence in Washington, D.C. because nothing is going to hinder it. It's about American interest. And does our interest align with America? The answer is yes. So this is the breakthrough we have been looking forward to for 65 years. You see? So we must act. The window is open now for us. How long it stays open depends on how quickly we advocate and raise Ejema for it to continue. It depends on how effectively we present our case to Trump's administration. Who will do that? Our lobbyists. Are you supporting? The question is left for you to answer. You see? So I will yield my mic here for my co-host to greet the house, then we will start the space. Before I do that, I welcome each and every one of you that have joined now. I can see our Minister Snow is in the house. I can see King David. I can see Minister 1 Million. I can see... Okay. Do you know I did not even greet anybody yet? Chai, forgive my bad, please. Forgive my bad manners. Anyway, yeah, that was just an overview while I was waiting for our listeners to join. So, my co-host, I thank you so much. Nsi, God bless you. Mazi Onyeka Ekomdo, Obi Chicago Nwanne m Ekomdo, Medi, King David Ekomdo, Minister Snow Ekomdo, Medi o, Benuwa Abo, Medi Ekomdo, Simon Ekpawo Media Ekomdo, Minister 1 Million Ekomdo, Ezebina Ekomdo, no, Vechan, our Igwe Ekomdo. Good news, no. Onyenyere, one of Biafra land, Ekomdo. I'm sending co-host to you, Onyenyere. According to your policy, Nlenwe Mekomdo, no. Ikuku, no. Odogo, no. Samuel, no. John Ejen, no. Mkpuru, no. Alozie, no. Oluchukwu, no. Ekomdo. The man with the baritone voice, Afam, Esegbu, Ekomdo. Simon Ekpa, no. Pupro, Oscar, Ekomdo. Nkemcho, no. Ayadie, no. Ekos, no. Beautiful Sister Eunice, no. Ekomdo. Biafra Freedom, no. Mr. Joe, no. I am Obi. Is this obedient? No. Welcome. Blessed? No. Dr. Richie Ekomdo, no. In the say, no. Sorry if I've murdered your name. Nelson, no. Oma in, no. Kelo Israel, no. Emmanuel said, no. Ekomdo, welcome to Briggy Space. That was just a preamble that will make us to really connect our space topic today, because I wanted us to understand that we have to buckle up, we have to sit up as Biafrans. We shouldn't allow this opportunity to pass us by. The door has been opened. There is a breakthrough for us now. All the cobwebs that would have caged us has been removed. As US has left all these bodies, then they are not bound by these multilateral processes. They will be so comfortable to work with Biafrans, but we have to do what we are supposed to do as the citizens. So thank you so much. I will yield my mic here for my two co-hosts to greet the house before we start this space. Welcome.
Tos, thank you very much for hosting us again. Thank you. We really appreciate you. Thank you. And you've really laid the foundation of what you um, want to do on the space today. We say thank you. You see, you talk about all these organizations, especially the UN. We all know that UN is the most corrupt organization you can ever think of. If you guys can remember when our leaders said about what he said about UN, that once they mentioned the name Biafra, they all leave the room. So that tells you that all the people up there has been bought over. So Trump knows about this too, that UN has been the most corrupt organization. All the sub commission organization on the UN, Trump doesn't even believe on those organizations. He said this a couple of times long before now. So him withdrawing from all of those things, we should really know what is going on with all those organizations. And also you also talked about our people, begging them to come and support what we're doing. For me personally, if anyone is still not seeing what we're doing, what our APM is doing, what the lobbies are doing, and still following whosoever they are following, they're just doing that intentionally. So that's my own belief, that's my own opinion. Because ask them what they've put on the table, or try to weigh the two, weigh what is going on right now. You can really tell, that like we used to see with the show. Nobody have to convince you thing that is playing out there, or that was, let me use the word now, because Trump have said and has taken out Maduro. I want to believe things will begin to take a different turn for them now. The same thing, the way the world was seeing Venezuela as the richest oil state was the same way, or the same way they were seeing Nigeria. But you can tell from the life of the people living in Venezuela, the killing that was going on there by the same man we're talking about, the same thing is going on back in Nigeria. That's what we're experiencing here. So there's no difference. When the time comes, whatever I have to, I've been able to put up together. If I have the time, if I'm not in any meeting, I'll also put in my opinion based on this topic. But I want to say thank you very much for putting this together. But I will not just drop the mic without greeting the house, without greeting everybody that's always come out here to listen to us, always come out here to teach us what they know, what we don't know, because we can only do that together. By hearing from you, hearing from me, we'll learn and we'll know what is going on. And most importantly, like I always say, we cannot do nothing if we don't bring in funding. We can't go to see, or we can't even move without funding this security of ours, without funding this freedom, without pushing our lobbies to get into work, even to do more. Without funding, we can't do nothing. And then if we just sit there and think that maybe US or one nation will just stand up from nowhere and then just come and liberate us, we're lying to ourselves. I remember back in the days when we were still very young, if somebody is bullying us, even if elderly people are there and they know that they are bullying us, and then we don't stand up to fight for ourselves first, they won't do nothing. So they just want to see that, okay, you know this person is bullying you and it's not supposed to be that way. You go fight, start the fight. And then they will come in and say, hey, you can't do that. You've been bullying this person. So if we don't, what I'm trying to say here is, if we don't fund our security, we don't fund our freedom, nobody will come and do it for us. So I'm saying, please, let's seize this opportunity with what is going on around us and fund our liberation and make it happen. Then before I drop the mic, I just have to say thank you to everyone. There's another thing I discovered. I was just thinking about what we're doing, and I now thought about something that I know why Jesus Christ succeeded in what he was doing with his mission and purpose. When he was looking for people to carry out the mantle, he didn't go for lawyers, he didn't go for professors, he didn't go for doctors. From my little understanding, all I heard was carpenters, fishermen, and stuff like that. And I now sat down and thought about what we're doing. When we had doctors, professor, doctor, Mrs., engineer, I can tell where we were. It was all about sabotaging and everything. But now that they believe that we're nobody, like they always say, we're moving mountains. We can see what our people are doing. We can see what our ministers are doing. So I really want to appreciate everyone here that has always been coming up to make this possible. You guys are just wonderful. So on that note, I want to say thank you very much, Tutos, for having us. Thank you very much, Oyenyere, my co-host. Thank you so very much, Kudinambra. Thank you, 1 million. We really appreciate you. My beautiful sister Eunice, thank you. David Nana, you've been so wonderful. Original COS, thank you very much for always tuning in. Our daddy Ben Wabo, we appreciate you. Biafra Free Energy Tech, we love you. Rejan Furis, the man that always taking on from here, always taking it on. We love you. Just take it up. Keep taking it up. We love you. Sam Onoha, thank you so very much, our daddy. We love you. John AJ, thank you. We appreciate you. Blessed child, you're blessed already. Thank you for always coming up. Monday Osas, thank you for all you did. Simon Ekpa Chicago, give them back to back. Bomber to bomber. Thank you for all you do. Senior citizen, we love you, Madam Stella. Thank you very much. And William Daniel, thank you for always showing up. Meet Briggy, we thank you very much. We appreciate you, Mr. Joe. Simon Ekpa 1, we love you. Thank you for I am obedience native doctor. That one's serious though. I beg, enter them well. We appreciate you. Ezemina Biafra 1, thank you very much. I throw a double salute for to this one. Veteran Dragon, you've really been fire. There, you're pumping out that fire. We can see it. They can feel it too. Thank you very much. Good news. Thank you. Jack Obiora. Thank you. Senator Endless. We love you. Thank you very much. Simon Ekpa Alex. Thank you. Odogu. We'll see you. Ukpirio Sisi. Thank you. Alozie Ambrose. Thank you for always tuning in. Dr. Richie, thank you. We love you. Afam, thank you for keeping up. We really, really love you. Oye Eze, thank you. Simon Ekpa Etel, thank you. Oscar Chooks, we love you. Nkemche, I don't know if I murdered that name. Just forgive me. Is it Nkemcho? Thank you for always showing up. We love you. Joe, we love you. Echoes Kennedy, thank you very, very much. I'm sorry that I'm taking much time, but I just have to appreciate you because without you, this space will make no sense. Thank you very much. In the secret, we love you. Nelson Daniel, thank you for always tuning in. Alex Onyema, hope it's not what I'm thinking. Don't go and give them 2 billion again, or we need you here. Okay, the other one is Ellen. Okay, Alex, you can also bring it in too to come and help us. We love you. Thank you for showing it. Miriamo is Enzo. Is it Miriamo? Thank you for showing in. Innocence, honor. Thank you very much. Polycrap, we love you.